Good morning. Hello everyone. Hope you all are happy, enjoying your holidays, isn't it, children? Are you all happy? Yeah, I can hear. Yes. In the same way, you have to study your lessons daily, okay? See your videos each day and do your homework on time. Okay, today we are going to learn lesson 2 in our English subject. Okay, the title of our lesson is A Light for the Palace Fire. How many of you read this lesson? Did you all understand the story? Oh, really? Did you all understand? So, yeah, so nice. Okay, today I'm going to explain the story to you. Okay, I'm going to explain this lesson to you. This story talks about a king and the palace. Okay, can you see the picture here? What picture is this? Yes, it's a palace. A long time ago, there was a huge palace at the top of a hill. A fire always burnt in the palace and kept it warm. It was the most useful fire in the palace. One day, the fire suddenly stopped burning and no one was able to light it again. People said that the fire had died, means the fire had stopped burning, because the people in the palace were always quarreling. Okay, the meaning for quarreling is fighting. Yes. The others said that it had gone out because the winter that year was very cold. Everyone in the palace was freezing and longed for the fire to burn. So the king ordered his messenger to go down the hill road and ask for some embers. So the messenger, with a big iron lantern in his hand, set off in the bitter cold. Children, this is the picture of a lantern. In olden days, means when there was no current, the people used to use this one to get the light. If you ask your parents or grandparents, they will tell you, okay, they would have used this one. So here the messenger took this one, okay, and he set off in the bitter cold, shouting, "Who will give me some coal to light the palace?" Okay, who will give me some light? Okay, this is the picture of embers. Embers means the burning coal. Okay, as this messenger was shouting and as he was going, a man offered some glowing coal to the messenger. Okay, can you see a man? He said, okay, I will give you some coal. But in return, he asked the messenger to tell the king to give him some gold pieces as a reward. Okay, see this man, he was so greedy and is asking, if I give you coal, in return the king should give me some gold coins. So the messenger agreed and he took some lumps of coal and he again went back. As the messenger was returning with the lumps of coal, it soon turned cold and grey. See, this is the picture of coal. Okay, it turned cold and grey. So he had to throw them away and search for some burning coal again. Then a woman called Gina agreed to give him some coal from her fireplace. Okay, this is the lady, her name is Gina. She agreed to give him some coal from her fireplace. But Even this lady was very greedy because, however, in return, she wanted the king to make a father the captain of the guards. Okay, so the messenger again took some burning coal and set off for the palace. However, soon he saw the coal from the genus fireplace was no longer burning and it turned to grey ash. So he threw it again and set to search some burning coal again. At last, he came to a cottage at the foot of the hill. As the door opened, he saw a little girl stirring porridge over a small fire. Okay, can you see here this girl stirring porridge? Okay, porridge means what, children? Porridge means it's like hot soup and healthy drink. Okay, this little girl was very kind and helpful as she told the messenger to take as much as coal he liked. She also asked him to sit down to warm himself and have a bowl of porridge before he start in the cold again. The messenger did as the little girl said. Then he lifted a small bright coal from the fire and put it in his lantern. See here, children, he is putting some burning coal in his lantern. He thought that this coal will not last till the palace either. However, it grew brighter with each step that he took. So even in his mind he thought, oh, by the time I reach the palace, even this coal will become ash or it may stop burning. But as he took each step, the coal started to what? Light brighter. Okay, however, it grew brighter with each step that he took. When he reached the palace, the coal still burnt and glowed. As soon as he touched the logs in the fire palace, they bursted into flames. The fire once again warmed the palace floor. They realized that this was because of the selfless love had come with the coal from the little girl's cottage. Students, did you understand the story? Yes, the moral of the story is selfless love. Selfless love means love is selfless. See, selfless love refers to the love and kindness shown by the little girl who gave the coal for the palace without asking for anything in return. Already 2% also they gave the coal, but in return what did they ask? Yes, the first person asked few gold coins, isn't it? Then the lady asked to make her father as the captain of the guards. But this little girl who gave the coal for the palace without asking for anything in return. So this is called selfless love. Okay, children. Now, did you all enjoy the story? Did you all like the lesson? Children, hope you all enjoyed this story, isn't it? What a beautiful moral we learned from this story. Even we should have a selfless love. Okay, now coming to our book exercises. Okay, coming to our book exercise, we have comprehension in page number 17. Okay, if your book, you can turn your book to page number 17 and you can see their comprehensions. Okay, the first A main says, read these sentences and answer the questions. Okay, this is like who said to whom. Okay, they have given a sentence. You should understand the sentence first and answer the questions. Okay, the first sentence is, go down the hill road. If you see fire burning in a house, go inside and ask for some embers to bring back to the palace. Okay, children, I'll read again. Understand? Okay, you all would have understand the story. So, who said this and to whom? Okay, the question is, who said to whom? Again, I'll read. Go down the hill road. If you see fire burning in a house, here Y is there, just leave that Y. Okay, see fire burning in a house, go inside and ask for some embers to bring back to the palace. Children, I want you to write all this in your note. But when you're writing in your note, don't copy down this full sentence. Instead, see here, I have written only the few words like go down the hill road and put some dashes like this and write the end of the sentence, back to the palace. Okay, go down the hill road dash 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 back to the palace. The first question is, who said these words and to whom? Yes, children, can you say who said these words? Yes, you all are correct. The king said these words to his messenger. Okay, the king said these words to his messenger. The next question is, what made the speaker say these words? What made the speaker say these words? Children, carefully listen when I am reading. Don't see here and there. Don't get up and go and there. Just keep your finger and follow my reading. Later you can write it in your classwork note. Okay, keep your finger. Yes. What made the speaker say these words? The king said these words because the palace fire had gone out and no one was able to light it again. The king said these words because the palace fire had gone out and no one was able to light it again. The third question is, what did the listener do next? What did the listener do next? The answer is, the listener, who was a messenger, took an iron lantern to keep the coal in and called out a light for the palace fire as he walked. Okay, the listener, who was a messenger, took an iron lantern to keep the coal in and called out a light for the palace fire as he walked. Okay, this is your comprehension. Read the sentence and answer the questions. Children, write very neatly. Use your finger gap. You can leave one line. Write question first, leave one line and then take down the answer. After each answer, keep a ruler or keep your scale and draw a line. Now coming to our B part, that is answer these questions. Answer these questions. The first question is, where was the palace? How was it kept warm? Okay, where was the palace? Yes, very good children, very good. Yes, the palace was on the top of a hill. It was kept warm by a huge fire that was always kept burning. Okay, repeat with me. Where was the palace? How was it kept warm? The palace was on the top of a hill. It was kept warm by a huge fire that was always kept burning. Okay, shall I move on to the next question? Yes. The second question is, what reasons did the people give for the fire dying out? Okay, what reason did the people give for the fire dying out? The answer is, some people said that the fire died out because people in the palace were always quarreling. Others said the fire died out because the winter that year was very cold. Okay, I'll read the answer again. Some people said that the fire died out because people in the palace were always quarreling. Others said the fire died out because the winter that year was very cold. Now moving on to the third question. The third question is, what did the little girl say and do when the messenger knocked on her door? What did the little girl say and do when the messenger knocked on the door? The little girl told the messenger that he could have as much as coal as he wanted, but first he should come in and warm himself and have some porridge. Okay, I'll read the answer once more. The little girl told the messenger that he could have as much as coal as he wanted, but first he should come in and warm himself and have some porridge. Okay, the last question. Children, this question and answer is very big. So don't think, oh, this is so big and it's very hard. No, children, you can write your own answers also. If you understand the story, you can write in your own sentence. Okay, now read this. Why did the messenger think that the coal would not burn all the way back to the palace? What happened instead? I'll read the question again. Why did the messenger think that the coal would not burn all the way back to the palace? What happened instead? The messenger thought that the coal would not burn all the way back to the palace because twice before he had taken coal from people and the coal had turned to grey ash long before he reached back. However, this time the coal grew brighter with every step it took. Finally, he reached the palace and put the coal into the cold grey logs. What happened? Yes, they burst flames at once. Okay, they burst flames at once. Shall I read this answer once more? See, children, the question is, why did the messenger think that the coal would not burn all the way back to the palace? What happened instead? The messenger thought that the coal would not burn all the way back to the palace because twice before he had taken coal from the people and the coal had turned to grey ash long before he reached back. However, this time the coal grew brighter with every step he took. Finally, he reached the palace and put the coal into the cold grey logs. They burst flames at once. Okay, children, that's all. You have only 4 question answers. Okay, write very neatly. Use finger gap. Okay, and maintain a good handwriting. Draw a line after each question answers. Write slowly and neatly. Okay, so in our next class, I'll continue with book exercises. Okay, in our next class, we'll continue with book exercises. Okay, I'm not giving any assignment to write and submit in Google Classroom because you have to write. I think you would have already written lesson heading and first odd words and new words, and second main is what? Meanings, that is the synonyms, and third main is comprehension, that is read this sentence and answer the questions, and fourth main is answer these questions. So you write down all this very neatly in your new note and keep. I'll tell you when to submit it. Okay children, I'll meet you on next Tuesday in our next class. Until then, be safe and take care. Thank you.